Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm super excited to be covering the reveal of the very first LEGO Dune set. This is set number 10327, Dune Atreides Royal Ornithopter. It has 1,369 pieces, 8 exclusive minifigures, and it will retail for 165 US dollars when it releases on February 1st, 2024. As you can see, pre-orders are now open. I'm personally going to be waiting until February to buy this, even though there are a lot of good gifts with purchase going on right now, because I have so many other sets I want to get first. I actually just pre-ordered or back ordered the Concorde, which isn't going to be available until January. But anyway, yeah, this is the very first Dune set, and you guys know I don't cover every set reveal anymore, only the ones I'm really excited about, and this is definitely one of them. I'm going to preface this with saying I didn't really like Dune that much, the first movie. I thought it was interesting enough, like I'm interested in the world, but I did find it quite boring. Sorry, I mean, I didn't like fall asleep, but I definitely wanted to. Like, it was kind of just all set up for the second movie, but I don't really care about the second movie at all either because the trailers also look boring. Like, they look exactly like the first movie. So, Dune might not be for me, but again, I like the vibes, I like the world, I really like this set, and so that's why I'm excited to talk to you guys about it. Also, personally, I'm glad that Dune got moved out of November because it leaves room for the Marvels and the Hunger Games to dominate the box office. So I am a little bit of a Dune hater on Twitter, even though I mean I think the movie's fine. It's just not for me. But anyway, that's all besides the point because we're supposed to talk about the Lego set. I think that this thing looks really cool. Its size is kind of deceptive. I haven't taken a close look at these pictures. I kind of just took quick glances on my phone. But like from this picture, I would not think that this is nearly 2 feet long, but it is. It's 22 inches long, and I feel like it's just difficult to tell. I will say I don't love the red that you can see all over the vehicle. It didn't really bother me until I looked at this picture, but maybe those parts are color locked. Like maybe they can only be made in red. And I mean, red and black is a nice color combination, so I think it's okay. I just, I'd prefer if they were like dark gray so it would blend in a little bit more. But I do have a lot to say about the minifigures, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But what I want to talk about with this image are the new blade pieces for the wings. These are brand new molds to the best of my knowledge. I don't think we've seen them in any other set, and I think that they look really good. I don't like dragonflies, but I do like dragonfly shaped ships, like the dragon flyers from Black Panther and this thing. I think that the vehicles in Dune do look pretty cool, and I never thought we'd see a Lego set based on the Dune movies. So I'm really glad that we have. I feel like that was a really quick turnaround because Lego sets take around like a year to 2 years to design, and the first movie came out 2 years ago. So the design on this must have been started like pretty soon after the first movie came out. And I just didn't think we'd see Lego Dune in time for the second movie. But I mean, I think this is awesome. Like, this is definitely the way to do it with one gigantic, like 18 plus set. And I mean, this isn't like gigantic. It's $165. It's 1,300 pieces. I think that this is like the perfect size Dune set for adult collectors. I think the cockpit is really interesting. I think this is using the new like transparent black color. And is this a new windshield mold on the front? I can't tell, but it looks new to me. If it has to be a new mold, like in some capacity, even if it wasn't created just for this set. But it fits so perfectly. I think it was created just for this set. And then these are existing molds, like those kind of neoclassic space windshields, but they also look awesome in this color. I really like the transparent black color in general, so I'm happy to see it being used more. Um, but yeah, it looks like we have some moving functions. I know that like the wings can fold in and out. I think that it looks pretty cool from above. And again, those new wing molds really do a lot to help with the shape and appearance of this thing. But yeah, let's talk about the minifigures. So on the left, we have Zendaya's character who, what's her name? Like Chani, I think. I don't know. I think she looks excellent. I love the torso and leg printing. I think these are pearl dark gray pieces, which is a perfect color for these suits. That's also a brand new like knife mold. I think it doesn't look like it looks similar to the Lego short sword piece, but I think it's a new mold. It looked new in some other images. I think her face is also perfect with the blue eyes. And then she just has this like dark tan scarf, which looks excellent. And that same torso and leg piece is repeated across the next couple of minifigures. This is, I think it's her mom, right? Liet Kynes, is that the character's name? Like I said, I don't know my Dune stuff, so I'm not sure. But she has the hooks to like grab onto the sandworm. She also has a custom cut cape, which is made of the thicker fabric, and it is a two-hole cape, which you guys know I really, really love to see. Also, a new face print for her, which looks excellent. I really like the eyes. And then she's using, I think that's Mordo's hairpiece from Multiverse of Madness, but it fits her very well. And then this is Oscar Isaac. I think that he also looks pretty perfect. Like, that's a good Oscar Isaac likeness. I saw these minifigures were like, not, were they trending on Twitter? Like, they got like tens of thousands of likes because of Baron Harkonnen, which we'll look at in a minute. But I also saw people talking about getting Oscar Isaac as a minifigure because, you know, people were really thirsting after him in this movie. So I think that that's really funny. But I do think it looks more like Oscar Isaac than the Poe Dameron minifigures did. And then we also have this guy. I don't know his name at all. This is like, uh, not Jeff Bridges. What's his name? Josh Brolin's character. Yeah. That is not a new mold, but he does have different torso and leg printing from the other three because they're wearing like the desert survival suits, kind of. And his face print looks nice. I think pretty much like everyone has a new face print, which is really cool. And then that's Lady Jessica. That is Paul's mother. She looks awesome. I think that this is the first time getting this hood piece in gold, which is really cool. But her face print is excellent. Her torso and dress prints are excellent. I really hope the back of the dress is printed because that would just be epic. And then that's Paul. I do think that Paul is like the least interesting minifigure in the set. His torso looks good, but to me, this face just does not look like Timothy Chalamet, like whatsoever. I don't think it looks like his character. He honestly just seems way older with this minifigure. Like the minifigure just looks older and a little bit more generic. You know, he doesn't look like a young Timothy Chalamet. So I think that that one is like a little bit of a miss. But when all the other figures are so perfect, and to be honest, I think Timothy Chalamet, like, just I think he's kind of boring. Like maybe not as a person, but just I'm not interested in like his acting roles that much, and I don't really care that much about Paul. Like when it comes to Dune, I think everything around Paul is more interesting. So I'm not really bothered by it because like these are the minifigures I care about on the left. Then we have Jason Momoa's character Duncan Idaho. That's an interesting hairpiece. I don't think it's new. It looks newer, but I don't think it was created just for this set. But yeah, he looks pretty nice. I don't think the face looks a ton like Jason Momoa, but it's close enough. And then of course we have Baron Harkonnen, who is like who was trending on Twitter, right? Because everyone was like memeing him. So I saw a bunch of viral tweets about him, but I think he looks really cool. I mean, he does do this in the movie, right? He like his robes like fall down as he like goes up towards the ceiling. I don't even remember the context of the scene, but I think that he looks awesome. The face print is very realistic, and it's so cool that like they did this in my opinion. Because again, I don't really remember the significance of it, but there is like a regular minifigure under there. It's just like a giant cloth piece that goes over him on top of this transparent stand. So that's all really awesome. Again, just like the amount of new prints that we're getting here is super impressive to me. Like I think everyone has a new face print. Maybe Paul doesn't, but I still don't really recognize that face. Like that might be a new print. But even if Paul has a reused face print, like everyone else gets a new exclusive face print, as far as I can tell. And that is like, that's really deluxe. That's really awesome. Also, almost every minifigure has leg printing, you know, just like Paul and Duncan Idaho don't, but I mean, they don't really need it. So, again, not something I'm bothered by. But yeah, moving on, you can see the measurements of the Ornithopter. Oh my god, it's 31 inches wide. This thing I feel like is much bigger than I'm expecting. Um, but yeah, like this is a pretty nice look. Oh, we even get hair pieces for them. And yeah, that is a new face for Timothy Chalamet. I like that expression much more. Um, but yeah, you get hair pieces for Lady Jessica, or I guess she's the only one that's wearing a hat, right? I thought that Josh Brolin got a hairpiece too, but he's not wearing a helmet. But yeah, that's nice to get extra hair pieces. Like I said, I think that the build is pretty accurate, and I like how Baron Harkonnen is like has his own little spotlight there. Um, but yeah, see, like look at this in the like lifestyle photos. I think it seems a lot bigger than we're expecting. Because when I first saw pictures of this, I'm like, oh, like, couldn't that have been a $100 set? But I think the perspective is what's off, because I think that this is like way bigger than I think. And I find it interesting how that still happens with Lego sets. Even though I build so much, I'm still like surprised by the sizes of finished products sometimes. Oh, this is a really nice image. I like this. So like I said, there's some kind of function with the wings. I don't remember what it does in the movie, but I read the like the item description and it was talking about it. But okay, we do have the 360-degree video, which is like my favorite thing. So yeah, I mean, it's really long. And I love all the directions that the wings can go in. And can we see if there's dress printing for Lady Jessica? I think there might be. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, like, with the shadows. Where's like the slider? Let me like zoom in as close as I can here. I can't tell if there's dress printing, but yeah, I mean, I don't have much else to say. I think that this is a cool set. Like I said, I think it's pretty much perfect for being our only Dune set. You have all the main characters. Like, honestly, Lego could have only put in like the royal family and this set would have still been great. But getting everyone is just, again, going above and beyond, and it makes it the perfect Dune set in my opinion. Because what else would you want to see from Dune? I mean, maybe a sandworm. Like, maybe we could get a sandworm if there are more sets to be made. But that would be a pretty boring build, and this one is a pretty interesting build. So yeah, that's just what I think about this set. Let me know in the comments below if you're planning on pre-ordering it or if you're going to wait until February to buy it like me. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.